You know, for the last like 4 or 5 years now, I have gotten this question, and it's such a really interesting question to be asked. It's like, let me explain to you what the question is actually. The question is, Nick, you play so many Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks, why don't you make your own? I've been getting this question for like literally since I started making these type of videos and making these Pokemon videos. And honestly, dude, the simplest answer without any context, which I will add after I say it, is time management. I do not have the time and devotion to make a Pokemon fan game. Now, you might look at some ROM hacks and some fan games and call them low effort, but there's a lot of things that go into those fan games, even if they don't have the crazy tile set or all the Pokemon available or a crazy story, custom sprites and whatnot. These things, that's actually the extra effort. The bare minimum are the ones that don't look that crazy. You have to understand, a lot of ROM hacks and fan games do not make it out of limbo. I'm pretty sure we can name a good like 5 or 10 that are still in development, quote unquote, but MIA in terms of updates and everything like that. And that's because of time management. I always say this, and I'll always continue to say it, but I think that honestly, I think all the really good Pokemon fan game developers should come together, make their own fresh new Pokemon experience, make all new Pokemon, give it an actual name, and just sell it under the guise of whatever the new name is, make these fake mons or whatever, and make money off of it. Because unfortunately, these free time wasting things are not like profitable. You gotta think, a lot of ROM hacks, a lot of Pokemon fan games take about literally 1.5 years, maybe 2 or 3, and sometimes you'll have the occasional 10-year Pokemon ROM hack and fan game depending on the person's life. And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. Do you not realize how much effort goes into making sure an AI is challenging? Do you not know how much effort it is to actually map a route, map an entire town, do certain JavaScripts that you have to learn, certain JavaScripts, certain characters, you know, that you have to make sure you keep consistent throughout the entirety of the game. You have to have a vision of this type of stuff, and you have to worry about, out of the thousands of Pokemon, or out of the 1,000 of Pokemon that we have available, how many of them are going to be available in our game? Do we need to have all of them in the game? You got to think about it like this. There is so much that goes into this that I cannot do. Watch this. I remember maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I made a video about me wanting to make a Pokemon fan game. And I got like a group of like 20 people, and after like a week, it went down to like 10. We literally sat down, did like a humongous rough draft of things that we wanted, things that we needed, things that were like a concise thing, story, all that stuff. And literally, dude, it was one of those things where it was everybody literally had so much stuff to do. All the artists, all the fan game, all the engine, like not the engineers, but the Java guys, everybody, the guys that were making like the team concepts, everything. It was a lot of stuff to do. My guy Juice said that PDSK actually makes it easier to make a Pokemon fan game, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have yet to look at it though. But for the most part, dude, like, it is really challenging. You have to get RPG Maker, Pokemon Essentials. You have to get like custom sprites. You have to get permission for people to use those custom sprites, custom like tile sets and whatnot. And if you really want to go over the top, you have to find an artist on DeviantArt, on Twitter, that does actual sprite work. And those things are not cheap. That's a lot of money that goes into that type of stuff. And I cannot sit here and lie to you, managing like 5 different like, No, I'm lying. Managing 2 different YouTube channels, 1 podcast that's about to end soon, a Twitch channel, and looking over emails every single day while I'm growing my TikTok, while I'm growing my Instagram, while I'm growing all these things that you should be following, by the way. Link in the description section below, thank you. But then also overseeing an entire production of a game that's probably not gonna come out for the next like maybe 3 or 4 years anyway. Do you not realize the one game that I have in mind for a Pokemon-esque title would literally take about the same amount of time that Reborn and or Rejuvenation would come out. Or even like imagine 4 different Pokemon Bushido games. Pokemon Bushido is like 15 hours of gameplay. Imagine my gameplay would be like, here's Pokemon Bushido 1 and here's 3 more Pokemon Bushidos, because we're gonna be doing like these big updates. So that's literally what? That's like what? That's like what, 46, 65 hours of gameplay, which is a lot. That's an actual game that you have to make from scratch. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into this. And I know I always talk about like, you know, I wish that like a lot more ROM hack developers, and I wish a lot more like fan game developers took the extra effort to learn to put the stuff in. But that's only because I'm speaking from the viewer standpoint, who sees a ROM hack that's not done, who sees a fan game that's not done at all, and don't know if I want to devote time to that and be like, damn, this game don't even look that good. Do I really want to do this? It's like, yo, you should, because the games end up being really, really good. But, you know, on the flip side, I also see the fan game developers who are putting time into making a game that essentially is only going to get clout depending on if it looks good anyway. As long as the game looks, feels, is challenging, has a good amount of Pokemon, it has a good story, you know, and you get like, I don't know, me, Voltsy, A-Drive, Munching Orange, Callum to talk about it or do a playthrough on it, you're fine. You are fine, you know what I'm saying? But like, imagine, you know, these YouTubers who upload these 15 to 20 minute videos who are making hundreds to thousands of dollars. Well, depending on what their size is, because I'm not making $100 of a Pokemon video. I'm making at least a good life. And you just spent like 2 years of your life putting your free time into this. Meanwhile, you have a job you gotta go to, school you have to finish, you have all these things. You probably have a family, probably have a relationship, probably want to do your own content creation thing, probably have a podcast. It's so much stuff that goes into this, and it's just one of those things where it's just a disconnect, because there's the viewers who are so entitled to their time, but then you have the creators who are doing this for the love of the passion or whatever. But then you have the YouTuber who basically is in the middle, who takes their passion projects, give it to them to entertain. I just get paid off of it. That's it. That's the dynamic that you have from me, right? I honestly think all the fan game developers should huddle up and make their own Pokemon-esque monster taming game and go ham, get picked up by an indie studio, give it to all the Pokemon YouTubers for free. We push that, and that would be our effort to like get stuff done, and you all can get paid for stuff. Because if I was to do a Pokemon fan game, I would literally open up a Patreon and dead ass have it to where like, hi, we need money so I can pay these artists, so I can pay these music composers, so I can pay these sprite guys, so I can pay these guys while also still making my own YouTube stuff done. And I'm not gonna hold you, I don't want to sound entitled to anything at all, but if I can't get 157,000 of you all to give me $5 a month when you click the join button, what makes you think, I don't know, 500, 1,000 of you all are gonna go to a Pokemon ROM hack fan game Patreon? You know what I'm saying? If I can't get you to support me, what makes you think you're gonna support a Pokemon fan game project when like all the Pokemon fan games so far have been free, and all the ways to monetize those things have been cease and desisted by Nintendo? It's not happening. Which, by the way, you should click the join button. I added some emotes, I added some perks. You go check that out. Click the join button or click the link in the description section below. Thank you. And I mean, like that's the answer. The answer is I don't have the time to commit to a 3 or 4 year grind for free. I just don't do that. I'd much rather me mind-numbingly try and grow all these channels that I've put so much effort and love into versus this Pokemon passion project that I might hate at the end. Literally, because as a creative, I'm always left with knowing I can do so much better. I actually dropped the music that took like 3 or 4 months to make, and I look at that project now, everybody that said it was good for a first, I said that shit is trash. See what I'm saying? But you're never satisfied. And I just don't have the time for the uncertainty of being unsatisfied. It's just not It's just not in me. And I, you know, hats off to all the Pokemon fan game developers. I know I've been giving y'all hell recently. Trust me, I got like 3 top 5s coming out soon for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for some more Pokemon content, Pokemon fan game content, all that extra good stuff. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.